This episode of Storytellers is brought to you by these fine companies.
I'm Richard Tharp. You're watching Storytellers on CompetitionPlusTV. When I was driving for the Carroll Brothers, and I was driving with them, and they had an erection place, and I was working, building steel buildings and during the week, and racing for them on the weekends, and we were doing good on this Texas Pro circuit, you know, and this was like in 1966, and I got a draft notice, you know, and so there was an FBI agent that lived down the street from them, and he come down when we worked on the car at night, and he said, well, they're not going to do nothing. He said, just stay out and do what you want to do, but when they catch you, all they're going to do is put you in the Army. And this was in April. So that's what I did. I'd get notices, and they'd send notices to my mother, and she was just having a fit, you know, and they're going to put you in Leavenworth, and they're going to do this, you know. So we was at the World Finals in Tulsa. And these two guys with suits walked up to me, and they said, you know Richard Tharp? And I said, nope. They said, are you Richard Tharp? And I said, nope. He goes, you sure look like him. And I said, and I talked them into letting me finish, that we were just before first round, and to let me finish the race. I said, I ain't going nowhere, you know. Well, I won the first round, and Knicks lost the first round. So in the second round, I run and I lost, and Knicks was coming down the turn, how you come out at Tulsa. He was just driving down there with his old station wagon, his trailer, and I just got out of the car and jumped in with him. And we went to Oklahoma City. And we was over. That was on a Sunday, and like Tuesday, Jimmy's mother calls him and says the FBI is over here looking for Richard. And about that time, somebody knocked, and he said, she told him, I told him where he was at, so I'm not going to lie to the FBI. So anyway, about that time, somebody knocked on the door, and Jimmy said, get in that closet. You know how when you first walk in the house, sometimes the old houses had a little closet door for your jackets and everything, right? He said, get in that door. So I got in that closet, you know. Lee Owens and Jim Owens was there, and Jimmy, and these two FBI. I had a little hole drilled in the door to kind of let the air in where you hung me coats and everything, and I could see everything in there. And these two FBI agents walk in there and do some stuff, says, is Richard Tharp here? And Jimmy says, I don't know, I don't think so. He said, well, let me just tell y'all something. So I want to take all of y'all to jail. We just want Richard. And he said, now where is he at? Jimmy said, he's right there in that closet. And that was the Jimmy Knicks Tharp story, you know, and I went to the Army and went to Vietnam, and really it was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. It probably saved me from getting killed over here. I mean, really, I always always been pretty wild and pretty crazy, but in the early late 60s, I was really, really out there. I'm gonna tell you, it was fun, but it wasn't really a lot of fun.